Well, it's day 2 here in the UK. Everyone's teasing me about yesterday's find of the gold coin, and I'm frankly still processing it. It was quite an event, which I didn't fully realize at first, the significance of what I had, until a little bit later when I took it out and examined it a second time. So it was really an exhilarating find, and not likely that I'll repeat that on this trip, but I'll certainly keep trying. So just getting started here. It's another glorious day here in the UK. It's probably about 40 degrees already, blue skies. It's going to be sunny today. Not quite t-shirt weather, but it is a great day for metal detecting. We just got off the bus. I've gone about 45 feet. I've got my first find, and let's take a look at what it is. And here's the hole. It wasn't down very deep. Just dug it. Beautiful patina. And I believe what we have here is a Tudor button. Tudor button. So 15th, 16th century. Nice old piece. Good way to start. And our third hole. Second find. Our second hole was a shotgun cartridge. But here we go. It's an old button, or button cap. Screamer of a signal here, and it's in this clump. We're going to take a look together and see what we have. We're just getting started this morning. Good, actually it's a piece of lead, but a lot of habitation in this area. This field is right in the middle of sort of a modernish village. A lot of people have been walking through this area. I'm actually walking along this field, and immediately adjacent to it is a footpath. So it's a little bit dirty in here in terms of trash, but you know, for hundreds of years people have been making this journey and dropping things. Not sure about this, but on to the next. And I just had a great signal here, dug it out, and it is here. I see the edge of it right here. I believe it is a hammered. Hopefully it's not a button, since that seems to be what happens when I try live digging. And I do believe it could be a hammered coin. Carefully remove it. Thin enough. You know, it might be a copper farthing. We do have a hammered copper farthing. Given the size, shape, material, it's exactly what we have. And when I was pouring some water on it, I could see a little bit of the original decoration come through. Might try to clean it a little bit more once it dries. All right, we had a really nice signal here, a loud 78, 80, 81, 82. Really super loud in my ears. Don't know what it is yet. It's out of the hole. It's in this clump here. We're just going to have a look together. Let's see what we have. There it is. And we got ourselves another wonderful piece of lead. A really nice signal, 77, loud, solid signal, and got ourselves a nice Tomback button. This will date to the 1700s, maybe into the early 1800s, but very popular type of button, common button that was used in Britain and obviously in the colonies, the American colonies as well, since many of the goods they had were imported from Britain. So you find these on U.S. fields, and when you do a jump for joy, because it's unusual to find them whole and this nice. But here in Britain, they're quite common, and we've just added another one to our collection. Well, a little bit slow so far. It's coming up on 11 o'clock, so we've been out for about 2 hours. Here's a coin, just dug up. Not sure what it is yet. Starting to get a little design on the back here coming through. Starting to see a date at the bottom. This side here. Let's see if we can get some of the dirt off. Bear with me, let me clean it, and we'll see what we have. A beautiful Victoria farthing, 1879, with the young Victoria head on the front. Let's get it right side round if we can. A little bit more difficult to see the head, but she's there on the front. And it's our first coin find, second coin find of the day. We did get earlier a Jetson, a hammered bronze Jetson. Thought it was a farthing, but Steve tells me it's a Jetson. So second coin of the day, and let's see if we can go find some silver. All right, guys, we got a really nice signal here, 7071. Really one of the nicest signals we had in a while this morning. And let's see, we're here somewhere. Getting a lot of shotgun cartridges, and hopefully it's not another one. It's in my hand. Well, it could be a little piece of lead. That's also what we've been getting a lot of in this area. Lead and shotgun shells. Yeah, it's got a little curve to it. Maybe it's part of a buckle. Oops, of course I just dropped it. There it is. Just finished lunch, day 2. Let's have a look at what's in the box. The better stuff has already been bagged and identified, but this will just show you the type of things that you will typically find detecting in the field of England. Lots of small things, and when you're finding small things, that's a good sign. It means that if there's small hammered coins or cut halves or cut quarter, you're more likely to find them if you're on the smaller bits. So here's a quick look at the box as of lunchtime on day 2. And here you can see lots of bits, lots of 22 caliber bullet casings. There's a almost complete thimble, 19th century, 20th century. Lots of bits and bobs, lots of lead out there, small pieces of lead, which is a good sign. It means there's human habitation. Some small bits and buttons and things like that. And that's the farthing, Victoria farthing from 1873, I believe. There's a medieval watchwinder and just a couple of small bobs. So that's kind of it. Summary of as of lunch. Lots of holes, lots of targets, and lots of small objects. Let's go find some silver. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with my microphone today, but I just had a nice signal here. Flipped out the dirt. We have a coin here. I'm not sure if it's a coin or a token. There's some detail coming up when it first came out of the ground. Let me get it in focus here. You can see some of the detail in the back. Well, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think I can see a 1632 along the left edge. And it looks like L, T, and A in the middle. And some writing around the edges. Not exactly sure what it is. There's the back. We'll have Steve take a look at it. Maybe it's some sort of local coinage during this period. It's hammered. Hammered copper, hammered bronze. Nice find. Hadn't seen one of these before, so we'll have Steve tell us what it is. Just had a nice signal here, 68, 69. Nice little lead token that I just dropped. Hard to read the back. Just dropped it again. But had that nice IX on the front. We'll find out more and let you know. And a nice little lead seal, bag seal, looks like. Looks like there could be a little design on this one. I'll have Steve take a look at it, but it's a target. Rang up as an 80 on sensitive full tones. So it's day 2, mid-afternoon. We're really not finding much of anything out on the big field here. We're kind of all scattered out, but no one's finding much of anything today compared to yesterday. But I got a theory. In the field here, we've got a couple of power lines that run across the field, and I like getting near the power lines because, first of all, some machines can't get under the power lines because of the EMI. The Deus 2 works real well in these conditions. Secondly, when they drop these poles in, they had to dig deep, and they've disturbed the earth around here, and sometimes you get some things that you wouldn't find in sort of the normal surface soil. So I came over this way, didn't expecting much, but I did just get a very interesting find. Let's take a look. Okay, it was in this hole here, down about 4 or 5 inches, and I just dropped it over here. You can see it on the ground. It may not look like much, but I'm going to clean this up. This to me looks like a medieval clothes hook, and I've seen some of these up before. Let me brush it off a little, get some of the soil off, and give you a better look at this. So that's the back of it. Really nice, complete clothing hook. And there's the front with a little bit of fancy. Really nice. I'll date this to the 14th or 15th century. Steve will validate, but a really nice piece. Thankfully, it's been slow going today, but this is a really nice find. And just a few feet, well, you can see right there, that's the hole for the medieval clothing hook. I'm over here at the base of the pole, and down about 10 inches, maybe a foot, is this big old chunk of lead. I have no idea. Maybe it's a palm guard. Not really sure. Steve will take a look at it. But interesting. And all I can say is wow. I don't know what it is, but when you look at the patina on this bronze, this is old. I believe this could be Iron Age, but I'll tell you, it is absolutely gorgeous. Perhaps it's medieval, but the patina on this is absolutely spectacular. And we'll have a closer look at it when we get in. But wow, right in the same area as the clothing hook, the palm guard, and I just dug a some sort of a hammered bronze jeton, large one. And here's the jeton. And the other side definitely has something on it to be looked at. Afternoon is looking up. Yeah, we got a really nice signal here. Really crisp, 71, 72. Not in there. Not in there. And that's what we have. It happens. It's a piece of aluminum. It's a moo tube. Moo. Just had a signal here coming up 68, 69 in the general program. Dug it, and we got a nice tomback. And the thing that's nice about it is complete. It's got the shank here, but it's got this lovely pattern going around, almost like a sun. Really nice piece. 18th century, so we're talking 1700s. Not a bad find. Been a slow afternoon so far, but we still have an hour left. I'd like to say metal detecting is a lot like professional golf. One day you feel like Tiger Woods, you're finding gold, you're finding silver, you're finding interesting artifacts. Next day, you can't hit the ball straight, you can't hit it long, and you're not sinking your putts. Well, today, day 2 on my metal detecting journey here was a fun day because the weather was so glorious. It's an early, crisp spring day, sun was shining, skies were blue. It was an absolutely gorgeous day to be outside and walking along the fields. I must have dug 150, maybe 200 holes, squatting up and down. My body definitely feels like it had a great 8-hour workout today. And while I didn't find any hammered silvers, I did find some interesting bits. So let's take a quick look at the board. Well, here are the all the sort of standard bits. We got lots of buttons, including some nice tombacks. This tomback here, in fact, oops, this one here has some nice decoration, which hopefully will come in focus here. Get a chance to see around the rim of that. Nice button. Nice buckle frame here. Musket ball, thimble, some bits and bobs, a little medieval watch winder here, and some strap ends. The big finds of the day. Well, 15th and 16th century jeton with the line of St. Mark on the front. Nice token with a lion holding the Bible, dating to the 1400s, 1500s. 17th century coin weight with an IX on it. Also a Nuremberg jeton and a Tudor button, which was actually my first find of the day. And I thought it was going to be a great day because it started off with a nice 16th century Tudor button. And then later in the day, I got a 17th century trade token. It's clearly dated 1657 on it, and it was made by Thomas Long of Norwich. There was a shortage of currency during this period, and a lot of the vendors, the merchants, would create these tokens and give them to their clients or use them as change because it was a way of conducting commerce for villagers who didn't have access to currency since it was in short supply. And the two best finds of the day were this 16th century clothing hook. It's got some really nice open work decoration. This is from the Tudor period, so the Henry VIII period. And it would have been used to sort of fasten some clothing together, hold it in place, sort of a precursor to buttons. And the star of the show for today, for me, is this absolutely spectacular 5th or 6th century Saxon wrist clasp. It's probably hard to see on the video just how lovely this patina is, but it's really spectacular. Deep, deep green patina, smooth patina. And this was sort of a decorative, almost like a cufflink that would clasp two bits of clothing together at the wrist, and you can see the clasp there, because you just do not find a lot of Saxon artifacts. So that's it for day 2.
Well, that's it for day 2, and you know what that means. We are down to day 1. That's right. The very next episode will be day 1 in England, where we find British gold. So thank you for persevering through these 12 days. Sorry for keeping you on the edge of your seat, but it was the best way I thought to reveal the finds from this trip. Anyway, before we go, please take a moment to hit that like button, and please, please, please subscribe so you will get notification of future videos as they become available, and hit the notifications button so you never miss a single one. Anyway, thanks very much. We'll see you back here for the next episode, which I promise will be golden. Until then, happy detecting, and may all your tones be high tones or golden tones. See you next time.